Okay, internet, welcome back to some more TEKKIT. Why is that zombie on fire? I have no idea. But, okay, I think that way, we need to check this out. But, don't know why there's no sounds, but anyway, welcome back to some more TEKKIT. This episode we're actually going to do some building, which is actually something I've been wanting to do for a while. Why am I using my chainsaw? Update! There you go. Why is the lava so weird around this place? But before I wanted to get into the building aspect of this episode, I wanted to give this Swift scale, fuck it, that thing. Give the tornado blast a test run, um, and just own some mobs with it. Because apparently that is cool. Can we combo this zombie? Yeah, you want some of this, don't you? Oh god, that is just too awesome. Oh, I love that thing already. That's epic. But yeah, if we got any mobs trying to fuck with our shiz, that's what it's gonna have to deal with. But I guess we can try and take down an Enderman. Will that aggro him? Okay, that's probably the best way to take out Enderman. I'm not actually. Oh my god, this is gonna be interesting as shit. But yeah, after all, we do need to gather some ender pearls in order to look for the stronghold at some stage. Probably not something I'm going to prioritize immediately because this episode's all about building. But it always is nice to build up my supplies. So when the time comes, we can do that. But it is a bit dark, so what I will do, guys, we're actually going to have to go on a bit of a sheep hump. A sheep hump, wow. That escalated quickly. And actually set up another bed, but pure. I fucking love this thing. This is the best. Apart from the annoying... What? Go away! We shoot the... Nope. Okay, so apparently I need to be at a bit of a distance, but if any mobs try to get up in my grill and fuck with my shiz, they're gonna get a piece of the wind. Piece of my wind. Sounds a little bit fucked up. But yeah, that thing is pretty epic. When I first created that Swift Wift fucking Tokyo Drift thing, I didn't know what the hell it does, but now I'm starting to like that thing. So like Coaster Reborn, I thank you yet again for your epic suggestion. But yeah, I've recorded actually a couple of episodes of this today, so if it feels like I haven't gone back to your feedback from the last episodes, rest assured, by the time this episode is up, I will have read them. I just won't be able to actively respond to them because I haven't seen them yet because I haven't actually posted the episodes. But yeah, so today we're going to be working on our build, but obviously we want to sleep. We don't want to be working during the night. Why is this sheep trying to dry hump this other sheep? I will have no idea. But this is pretty hot, so if you want to flag this for... Oh, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so sheep humping aside, we're probably going to have to end that. That's a bit disgusting, and you should feel dirty. Anyway, so we're going to go to our lake, get a bit of shut-eye, because yeah, these creepers are going to piss me off something chronic if I don't sort this out, but we do have our Philosopher's Stone, our stickles. Don't know why I turned stone into the word testicles, but rest assured, that's what we need to do, is set up our bed. Where is my freaking chainsaw? Don't know why it's there. But we need to pitch something away, because luckily this Philosopher's Stone is actually pretty freaking useful. I actually underestimated this thing. So if we pop that there, what can we do? How can we efficiently do this? Alright, I'm just sneaky. Alright, that was amazing. That was an amazing brain thing that I just did then. But can I set this bed up here? No, I can't. It's only one block. What am I thinking? But before the morning comes, I want to get to sleep because yeah, these mobs are pissing me off. But as I said in the last episode, I'm actually going to be building this tower, despite the fact that I've been running around observing sheep humping and all that stuff. But this is going to be our first little setup here, but we do need to set up a mini foundation, and this can be it, I suppose. But what I will need to do is actually work on creating a few chests, so that way we can actually have a bit of a more efficient way of storing stuff, because my inventory isn't exactly the biggest thing in the world. But this thing is amazing. It's a shame that it doesn't work from close range, but at the same time, that will never get old. But yeah, just... fucking flying creepers. So many lols. But yeah, I want to get some chests set up so I can store my stuff away while I get building, so I can fit the most stuff in my inventory. So this is going to be my mini skyblock working platform, I guess you could call it. Even though I do have the Philosopher's Stone, it is nice to have the crafting bench. Because I mean, I don't naturally use the Philosopher's Stone just because I'm so used to vanilla Minecraft. But at the same time, it is nice to remember that that thing exists. But yeah, got our chest set up here, so it's going to set up anything like dark mana, anything we're not going to be using on a regular basis, away and save it for a rainy day. But all the stuff that we do need, I'll be placing in my inventory and all that stuff. But we're going to be predominantly working with wood today, so I don't know if I like that statement. But what I do want to be doing before I do anything is actually creating some machines that I forgot to bring with me, because I'm a bit of a spastic. And I'm just trying to think what I do need. So we've got to create a machine block, obviously, and I'm trying to think, what is this machine that I need right now? So much difficulty remembering what I need to do. A generator, that's right. So since I'm generous and I like to show you guys recipes, that's what I say anyway. We're going to set up our generator and reset it up over here. I could just fly over and grab my other one, but what's the fun in that? So we're going to set up an iron furnace here. I would have created the old-fashioned way, the first way I did it, but I just can't be bothered. So what we're going to need is, going to actually need rubber. I'm not sure if I brought any with me, which is kind of a disappointing thing. But if we don't get a generator set up before these tools run out, I'm just going to have dead tools. So that's why we need to prioritize this. We've got to go on the scout for some rubber trees, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh my god, why so hard to find? So what I'm actually going to have to do is I'm actually going to have to go back to my epic house. I'm glad I set up this waypoint, but what we're going to do is actually set a waypoint here. And what are we going to call this one? If that's the epic house, this can be the... What is our... We're going to make it blue, because, I don't know. I'm blue. If I was green, I'd probably die. Fucking hell. Every episode is some lame fucking joke about music. Anyway, so light blue is a little bit... We want a bit darker, because we're a bit DNMing right now. So what are we going to call this bad boy? We're going to call it the bad boy. Alright, so we've got our bad boy. All we have to do is fly over to our epic house. But, yeah, what I might do, guys, is speed up this footage, and I'll meet you guys once we get over there. Okay, guys, so as you can see, we're at the epic house. I hate saying that. But I'm kind of in too deep to not say that. Did I not bring my... Oh my god, you're kidding. I didn't bring my wrench. Alright, I'm going to risk this for the inevitable biscuit. But I'm going to pick this up with my drill. Oh, you son of a... Lovely thing. That is amazing. Alright, so I guess while we're here, we can risk it for the macerator. Do we? No. Alright, so that's the downside to not using a wrench. You have the chance of reverting your items back to a machine block status, which is kind of shitty. I should probably bring this tin with me, but that would have been nice had that actually worked. But I guess we can pick up some stuff we left while we're here. Not that it's 100% necessary, but at the same time, it's always nice to have pretty much free shit. Got some rubber, divining rod, why not? YOLO. God, I'm fucking disgusting. Anyway, so I guess that's probably enough stuff. We can probably fly over back to where we came from. So I guess it's that point where I have to speed up the footage again. But I guess we can check if I've... Nah, I'm pretty sure I grabbed everything out of my mind. So anyway, guys, another epic journey back to the bad boy from the epic Harris. But I'll be right back, guys. Oh, God. Alright, so we're back at this bad boy over here. We've got a generator so we can charge our tools whenever we need to. I guess we better put that down. I hate the fact that they all look the same. The different machines and stuff, but I guess we can chuck our furnaces down for future reference. But for this build, I wanted to go for a bit of a circular look. That sounds a bit feminine. But anyway, so what was I building before I was really interrupted by the knowledge that I didn't have what I needed? Um, a generator, right. So I just solved my own issue. Fucking amazing. So yeah, what I want to do here is chuck down my condenser, get a bit of wood, and then do a bit of conversion. Because what we're going to be doing is obviously not mining down or chopping down everything that I see. Rather, I'm just going to be converting it in the condenser. And there was some things I need to test out in regards to wood and their EMC value. And that is what planks are in regards to wood. Hopefully planks are an EMC of 8. 8 is fantastic to have that knowledge. But what I'm going to do is use maybe 10 diamonds or so and turn that all into wood. The good thing about TEKKIT as opposed to my Let's Play world is the fact that I can just convert diamonds. Like, my god, that would have taken me 2 hours to cut down all that wood, and as opposed to the 10th of a second it took to convert it. So yeah, we're going to be building this house out of wood and potentially some wool. I was planning on doing an Asian style build, but the thing is, I can't build for shit, so we're probably going to avoid that entirely. But what I do want to do is create a variety of different things in which I can use to build with. So we're going to have to make some fences actually. Because yeah, fences are going to be a fairly big part of this build. I'm not quite sure how predominant I plan on having it. But obviously I want to have at least one of everything that I don't touch. So that way I can just create more of it if I need to. Obviously I've pretty much gone pretty fucking overkill with the wood, but at the same time, this build should be fairly large, hopefully. And I'm probably just going to leave that dirt block there just to either piss you off or just satisfy my needs to have this thing here. It's my best thing, my favorite thing in the world. Don't know why I didn't do that. But what I've just done here is just create a mental barrier. Just say no whenever I want to just, grab that. Restrain myself from such evil acts. But what I do want to do is to create some planks. But obviously if we put the planks in there, we're going to have a bad time because it's just going to all convert. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting it in for a little while, letting it convert half of it or so. And that way from there we can just, pick and choose what we need. Because we don't lose any EMC value through the conversion to my knowledge, which is why it's actually pretty good. But I'm pretty sure that will suit us for now. Just pop that away and make a few fences out of this thing. And I imagine there's a few not a few glitches, but a few cheap, I've got to convert out of the wooden blocks, the logs rather. I imagine there's a way of converting stuff into profit. For example, there's got to be some flaw where if you craft a furnace out of cobblestone and then use and I don't know, let's explain this with better detail so I don't sound like too much of a spastic. But let's just go off this probably won't work because I'm pretty sure the mod developers aren't too special up there, but special as in a bad special, not the good special, because you're amazing if you can mod a games to the point where it's amazing. But anyway, rectifying my poor use of words aside, there's probably recipes out there that allow you to kind of abuse EMC. So by itself, cobblestone has an EMC value of 1. If we put them all together to make a furnace, the EMC value should be 8. So that is correct. But I imagine there are a few recipes out there that don't add up like that. So I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent, but I'm sure there are ways to not duplicate, but I guess duplicate is the word I'm looking for, EMC. And hopefully I don't stumble across them, because even though this EMC is what I want, I don't want to dupe it, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so what we're going to do is create that barrier, my no-no barrier, as well as put all this stuff that we don't need away and then get stuck into this build. Now this episode might be a bit choppy because I don't plan on building the whole thing on camera because it will take a long time to build this thing. But my goal for the episode is to set up the foundation and the basis in which I build this thing. So hopefully it looks good by the end of the episode, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the look of it and all that stuff. But yeah, wait, that's not what I want. So what we're going to be doing is a circular sort of build. We want to be sleeping, we don't want to be working during the night, having mobs rape us. But yeah, what I want to do is go for this, not the exact center, but roughly the center of this lake, and then pour it out from all four directions with bridges. And from there, we will be creating a circular shaped. Let's remain a bit still. Ben Stiller right now. Fucking hell, that's so lame. Making a circular tower here, and then going up from there, and then hopefully it looks nice. But obviously we're going to have to create that aspect of the thing first. So this is going to be the very first steps in creating this build. If you're looking back at this episode, looking forward into this episode, into this series rather, and hopefully this can be the amazing origins of the thing. But this whole fly thing's a little bit annoying. But I want to have this thing a little bit elevated. Just for the simple fact that it's above water, so I feel like it needs to be a little bit elevated, otherwise it will look a bit silly. But what I want to be doing is moving, how many blocks do we have to work with here? Probably 20 blocks in each direction here. So we've got 64 blocks from here, so to avoid counting, all we have to do is just wait until my wooden planks get to 44, so then we know we're done. So I want to be making it a symmetrical circle. Obviously, symmetry is something that's kind of fucking annoying to pay attention to. So if there is some point where it is kind of unsymmetrical, asymmetrical, I don't even know the fucking word, anything like that, I'll try and fix it up. But if it is just to the point where it's just going to take me hours to fix it up, I probably won't worry about it. And yeah, YOLO. I gotta stop saying that. I'm gonna probably shoot myself in the head if I keep saying that. Which would be quite ironic. But anyway, I've kind of forgotten what count I was on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, that doesn't seem right at all. Why does that not seem right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We should have 2 wooden planks when that's left. I don't know how that worked, because I'm pretty sure... No, I don't even know. No, I just went too overboard. My god. Double meaning. But yeah, this thing, hopefully, when it's done, looks nice. And I think I've gone too far on one side, although I will check that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so apparently not. I've just been running up and down counting the blocks, although I could be wrong. I'm human after all. But hopefully, yeah, at the end of this episode, we can at least have a foundation for this thing. It's not going to be the most amazing build in the world, but I'm going to try and make it as good as I can make it. Probably a bit stupid to say that. But yeah, it's going to be hopefully a nice build to look at. I'll put a little bit of time into it, and hopefully it looks nice. If not, I'm going to cry. It's always annoying to put a lot of time into something and have it look shitty. But what we want to do from here is chuck wooden logs on the sides. Because what I want to do is have wooden planks as the flooring, and then wooden logs around the outside, and hopefully that gives it a bit of texture, bit of juicy texture. But this block might actually have to go inevitably. But this is going to be a bit of trial and error here, and apparently someone doesn't like my circles. I was doing a mega build in my LP, and someone said they didn't like my circles. So to you who fucking anonymously hurt my feelings, fuck you. But I'm going to try and make a circle that is slightly good. So this is going to be, obviously, if you're not looking at a circle generator, it's a lot of trial and error. So what we're going to be doing is trying a fair few different patterns. And obviously it's not going to work instantly. If it does, I'll be a freaking genius. But the pattern I plan to do is just to go 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, and then 1, 1. But obviously that probably won't fit. So we're going to have to keep going back and checking what works, what doesn't. So if this pattern does work, I'll be pretty happy and surprised. But if it doesn't, I'll just go back to the drawing board. But yeah, these circles always are a little bit weird to make in Minecraft. But yeah, they are a neat little way to build. So what we got to do from here is just assess what we have to do. So, I don't think we're gonna be able to go 2, 2 rather. This sounds very strange, but oh my god. Alright, so we're going to have a look at how that looks. That does look a bit shit, if I'm honest. We're going to go for a circle. That's kind of like a... I don't know, if we were to do the whole thing like that, I don't know how circular that looks. So what I'm going to do is revise over that and probably drop this from a 4 to a 3. Oh, this makes no sense. But this one here is to drop it black instead of having it 4 long, make it 3 long. So this is what I mean by trial and error. It's a lot of patiently waiting and different trialing, different stuff. But hopefully in the end we can find something that looks good. But for this episode I will be a special boy and show you guys as much of the building process as I can without feeling the need to jump off a bridge and or run out of things to say. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the buildy aspect. I don't normally show it because I'm always a bit on the fence about showing you guys this element of map making, because it is kind of the, not the ugly side, but the less than awesome side to making a world, is putting a lot of time into it. Not everything is the most entertaining squid in the bunch. Let's just use the worst analogy ever created by no one. So what I want to do here is downgrade from such a big fat circle and try and make it a little bit skinnier. Chunky and proud circles are not what I'm going for, and yeah, I'm probably not using the best English that's available to me. No, why am I out of? Oh no! Don't tell me I'm out of fuel. I'm not out of fuel. I'm trying to build game. Right, this is all right. So I'm gonna have to go jump over to my freaking this thing. I didn't know that this ring used some sort of fuel that I was unaware of, but we're going to have to grab a stack of coal or something, because I can't stand using this jetpack as my sole way of getting around. So yeah, I guess we can use the coal as like a countdown clock, and hopefully it lasts a little bit longer than it just did. But for that reason, I'm going to try and prioritize sticking on the wooden planks as opposed to flying, and only flying when it's actually necessary. Even though it's not really necessary right now. But yeah, as you can see, this isn't going to work. So, although the circle is looking a little bit better, it just doesn't look too good. So this 3 here, I think we're going to have to switch that down to a 2. I don't know if I'm making any sense to you guys, but hopefully some of you guys are at least following, the ones that are a bit more switched on. If not, this is just a confusing spectacle, I assume. But I'm thinking that the whole process of the initial flying status is the one that kills your coal the most. So for that reason, I'm going to try and stay in the air for as long as possible whenever I need to be. Why is that taking so long to... Oh, no! No, I have to go charge this again. Such a taxation on my life, this freaking chainsaw. But while that thing charges in the unpowered generator, what can we do? We can make a wood cutting axe for now. That can be our substitute while we wait for that thing to charge. We're only cutting down wood, so for that reason the axe really is probably a viable option, and it's not going to be any slower, which is always good, and it's going to make a whole lot less noise, which is also great. Because yeah, those machines, they make a shit ton of noise, if you haven't been able to tell. Obviously I keep my volume fairly low when I'm recording, but yeah, whenever you create that stuff, it is very freaking loud. Alright, so this pattern, 4, 3, 2. Let's see how long we can keep that going. Obviously if I jump down to a 1, it'll kind of just go fucking straight diagonal, which is not what we want. So I'm going to try and mix it up with some 2s and 1s, be all rebellious and stuff. But it is coming along fairly nicely, and hopefully to that circle hater of mine, this suffices in your circle tastiness. Your circle taste buds are fucking, fucking salivating and shit. But again, with the inappropriate English to paint a picture. Alright, so hopefully this can slowly start to line up. Alright, I'm starting to like this. If we can just go, we'll just go 1s from here, and hopefully the diagonals hook up with each other. Alright, so that doesn't look too bad. I like that. I do like that. That is a sexy looking circle. Obviously once it'll look a lot more like a circle once it's actually gone the full revolution around, but I'm liking the look of this thing so far. So that's probably the pattern we're going to use for this thing. So if I could just get up here. So it is 4 3 2 2 1 1 1 1 1 1, and then obviously just that inverted. So that's what I'm going to be doing around the outside for the whole thing. But since we've gone through that journey together, I will go ahead and do the rest of these other 3 sides off camera, and then once that's all done, we'll be right back to continue this amazing build as I spin around. Okay guys, so you can see the circle's actually complete, and it actually looks pretty sexy on the minimap. And all I have to do is delete away those blocks and stuff in the center, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using that as a flooring. So that's why I've left them there for now. But before we get stuck into the floor, I want to get stuck in these bridges. Stuck. Say it 3 times, why the fuck not? So yeah, these bridges aren't exactly crucial to anything. They're just more for aesthetics. But the entrance we're going to have on each side is obviously going to only be able to be a single door. Otherwise, it's not going to be symmetrical unless it's obviously 3 spaces wide, which is a little bit impractical. But is probably what I'll actually do now that I've said it. So what I want to be doing here, I was generally just, actually before I said anything about the 3 wide door, is actually just have singular doors on each side there. But what I'm actually now going to do is be a little bit fancy, you know, get the beef Angus burger. Anyway, what the fuck, am I like sponsored by McDonald's? So what I'm going to do here is do a neat little chickaroo, and stick the door actually here, 2 blocks inwards from the actual corner of the side. Not that that's a corner or anything, the actual edge rather, and actually stick the door here. I think I gotta stop saying that word. It's actually not needed at all. It'll add a bit of shizazz and all that shit and unrelated adjectives to describe awesomeness to the doors. So hopefully that looks a bit nicer. But luckily for me, 1.3 isn't apparent in this version of TEKKIT, so I don't have to deal with sideways logs. I honestly don't have any interest in that concept. So yeah. So it's going to be a lot easier to build this thing because the sideways logs are a bit annoying if you're wanting to have them like this. Sideways logs are kind of useful if that's what you're into, but personally I just don't. I won't be using them, so for that, yeah, I don't really need to justify it any more than I just have for no apparent reason. So the reason why I thought of creating the doors 3 blocks wide as opposed to 1 is because the bridge is not going to be 1 block wide. That would look a little bit strange if that was the case. So that's why my inspiration for that is apparent, but obviously going to stick blocks onto these, otherwise it'll look a bit strange. I will have to get this floor done before the episode is out, but this episode might be a bit long if I focus on doing that all on camera, so I'll probably just skip ahead and do all that, so that way I can give you guys the most entertaining video that I could possibly make. Okay, so that took quite a while to do actually, but yeah, we'll now get stuck into these actual bridges. But yeah, it should be good. There's a lot of creepers and shit around, so hopefully my freaking chainsaw's fully charged. Axe, eat a dick. You are good, but eat a dick. Nope, that's not what I wanted, to eat a dick. Indeed. Alright, so die. Yeah, this chainsaw seems to be pretty hacks because it kills things in pretty much 2 hits or less. Generally, that's how it goes. But yeah, so I'm under the impression that it's pretty much like a sword. A diamond sword rather, with sharpness 2 or something like that. But as you can see on the minimap, we have our cookie. I'd like to call it. But I do have some pretty big plans for this thing in the future. But for now, it will remain to be a house. So we better get working on the aestheticalness of the whole design. But what I wanted to do before I focused on that was to make sure that it's equal on all sides. Not just for symmetry, but just for... Oh god, where is the middle on this thing? I think that's the middle block there. Yeah, that is. Just because, yeah, when I get stuck into the building process, I don't want to screw it up early, otherwise you're pretty much fucked. Excuse my French, because I obviously speak fluent French. I speak a lot of languages fluently. Anyway, so, yeah, if I screw up early in the building process, it's kind of going to radiate throughout the rest of it, so that's why I want to be careful when I'm creating this stuff. So what I wanted to do here is create 4 doorways, but to create a little porch area, around the outside here. So I was thinking of doing a small fence design, about 2 or 3 blocks inward from the outside, and then from there having the actual house in the middle here. Because by itself, it is pretty big. It's a pretty big cookie, and I don't know if I want to delete that dirt block or not. But I don't know. At some stage, it might go. It may not. But yeah, so I want to get stuck into this fencing. Probably want to create a few more fences than I have at the moment, because it will require a fair few. Although actually, I think that's probably enough. But the beauty about this mod, if not everything else, is the auto replacing ability that you have when you do this mod. So how I want to be placing these fence, we'll get back to my previous conversation in a moment, but I just want to be giving a 2 block gap, including the outside block from the edge. So we're just going to be just following the same pattern. But what was I saying? Is the auto replacing feature, which is absolutely epic in this mod. That's not what I wanted, because once you won't see it just yet, but when you see that my fences are getting low, you'll notice that it kicks in and it auto evaluates, it auto replenishes my supply, drawing it off my inventory, which is amazing. It was actually very helpful when I was placing all these wooden plank blocks down. It made it very easy to finish the thing. So once I use up these 13 fences, you'll see that it automatically regens to a stack of 64. And just little things like this, just what adds to this mod. And yeah, so as you can see, it just happened just then. But it makes the building process a lot less tedious. It makes everything a lot less tedious. Just little additions like that to the game. But yeah, that's pretty much one of the many reasons why I enjoy this mod and why I'm continuing to post it. It is very difficult to post a video every single day of the week, but I'll do my best. And as long as I've got content I'm happy to put out, yeah, I'll keep it up. But yeah, I can't guarantee that I will be getting out videos absolutely every single day. But generally, when I have a game that I'm enjoying, I will post gameplay of it. And if you guys want to suggest different games and all that stuff for me to play, let me know in the comment, as well as different building ideas, suggestions, and otherwise tips for the TEKKIT mod. I'm pretty sure I just got that pretty much down pat, my little spiel, as I often do. But yeah, you guys leave epic feedback, and if you feel like I haven't if I haven't verbally responded or anything like that during a video, it's because I haven't seen your comment yet. I generally record these TEKKIT series in decent chunks, so that way if I don't record for a couple of days, I can still upload on a consistent basis. So that's why I probably haven't responded. So I imagine there are a few comments that I actually haven't read yet, that I will be getting to in the future. But yeah, rest assured, I do read all comments. I do my best to anyway. So generally, if you do leave a good suggestion at some point or another, I will feature it and potentially give you a shout out. That's something I don't want to guarantee though, because I don't want you guys just doing research for me in hopes of getting a shout out and then not getting it and then getting pissy, and I don't know, and then it's just getting real hectic, and then it goes fucking Jersey Shore, and then I die of annoyance because that show's annoying. So right, I just got completely fucking off topic. These bridges are obviously going to need to be slightly staircase-like, so what we're going to have to do, probably actually drop this back a block. I want to have this 5 blocks long, like this, before it goes down, and make it look a little bit nice. Obviously going to have a half slab here to create an ease of gradient. But I'm not sure how many logs do I have left in my inventory. But what I'll be doing here, what I like to do is have logs on the outside and then planks on the inside. So that's kind of going to be the theme that I adopt for the most part of this thing. But this will look interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that is a little bit strange, but if we just grab our conveniently placed drill here, we can smooth it out a little bit. Obviously, I don't really care too much about these bridges because I probably won't even use the things. But I do think overall they add a bit to the build, so for that reason I'll keep making them. So, because above all else, aesthetics, man, it's the priorities. But I need to make some half slabs here. That's something I kind of neglected stupidly. Is that's not even the word I need. But we're going to use a few more diamonds here. Got a lot of the shit, so we might as well utilize them while we have them. Chuck them in the dispenser, the condenser rather. But we do want to make some half slabs here. And actually, I'm scared to chuck in the half slabs if I'm honest, because I know if I do that, the diamonds, yeah, will just do that. So I would have had a lot of, oh god, that's not what I want at all. I would have had a lot of freaking half slabs had I done that. But we'll just create some planks from here whilst we create some half slabs. And hopefully by the time we've created this half slabs, my whole condenser hasn't turned into planks. So stacking a little bit of slabs should do us. That looks like it's fine. If we can convert some logs into some fences rather, that probably will be appropriate, because I will be using a lot of fences on the bridges and all that jazz. So pure. Just need to replenish the wood supplies. So yeah, what we're going to be doing is having wooden slabs here. I'm not sure if I want to have them on this height as well. I guess we'll test that out in a second. But on the sides here, I want to be having fences, child safe and shit. Even though I'm 19 years old, I'm pretty much a toddler. Got to look after me, otherwise I'll drown myself in a kiddie pool. Anyway, so fucking hell. So yeah, going to be working with the half slabs here, and that's not what I want. What do I want? What do I want? Alright, so I guess we can do that. No, we can't. Can we? No, yes, maybe, I don't know. Can you repeat the question? Anyway, so I'm just mumbling to myself. If you know where that's from, you probably do. But anyway, fucking hell, I mumble along a lot when I'm talking and building at the same time. So yeah, that's what our basic design's going to look like. Obviously we're going to stick stairs along the whole outskirts like this, and it would be sex, so hopefully it looks nice. Obviously going to need to light the place up a little bit with torches, but that can come later. That's what she said. So we're going to just prioritize the woodenness of it. So these bridges are really simple and really effective. Sounds like better homes and gardens. Anyway, I am quite tempted actually to put half slabs on the side of the bridges like this, because I think that will look quite sexy, and you know it. This series just degrades with every episode, I swear to God. But yeah, I actually don't mind the look of that, so we're actually going to do that. But we do need to go underneath here and make sure it is smoothed. So I do like that look, the London look. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but I think this thing's coming along nicely, and I know this episode's a little bit longer for you guys, but I felt last episode, I don't know, I felt like I didn't know if people wanted a longer episode, so this one could be compensation if you did, and hopefully you enjoyed it, even though it is more of a buildy episode. A lot of you guys tend to enjoy them every now and again, but I will refrain from posting them every episode, because obviously if I was building every episode, this would be a building series, not a TEKKIT Let's Play. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling about that, but I do like the look of that. That is very nice. I think we're making some good progress this episode. But yeah, this cookie, it's getting good, it's getting tasty, this cookie. But yeah, so once we do these bridges, I'll probably end the episode from there, but I will, actually what I will do, I'll build the rest of these bridges in the same style but off camera. But what I wanted to do before I ended the episode was to do a little bit of pillars under here and all that stuff. But I'll go ahead and build the rest of these bridges, guys, because I imagine building the same bridge over and over isn't the most entertaining thing in the world. But anyway, guys, I'll be right back after my little snooze here. Oh god, are you kidding? Okay guys, so I went and checked how long this video is, and it's like 40 minutes. I don't know if I've miscalculated along the way, but Jesus, that went fast. But whilst I was away, I was just working on the cookie. That's the worst name for anything. Sounds really fat, but anyway, the cookie is pretty much complete, or the base of it anyway. Fuck off, bro. Okay guys, so as you can see, the resolution will be a bit strange, but I'm gonna have to end the episode here. My tech just crashed really strangely. That was really weird. But we got a lot done this episode. I totally forgot that it's just the time went by. But if you watch the whole video, chuck in goblin testicles into the comments if you so desire. This guy's raping me, but I need to place these torches before I can end this episode. But yeah, making some progress in the world. It's nice. But anyway, guys, that was another episode of TEKKIT. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. And, well, you know, die. Yeah. I have some plans for this thing. But anyway, guys, I'll leave you on that little note. And I guess we've got to perch on our little block here. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. And I'll catch you guys later for another episode of TEKKIT.